One of my favorite parts of making this series is reading your comments. The suggestions push me into new discoveries while still allowing me to figure things out myself. What surprised me the most was the level of interest in the DLC. My original plan after Naboris was to head straight to Hyrule Castle, but your comments made me reconsider. I'm glad I did because you were all correct. The DLC is awesome. Part 1 focuses on discovering cool items from previous Zelda games, while Part 2 introduces two major quality of life improvements: a teleportation device under the Akala Labyrinth and ancient horse armor. These features alone already make the DLC worth it. Look how cool this armor looks. The real meat and potatoes is the champion Ballad, which will be my primary focus of this video. In between analyzing the memories and lores, I will show clips of me finding the items in Part 1. As always, if you see something I miss or want to provide tips, leave them in the comments. I'm not looking up guides, and I don't want spoilers. The full playlist is linked in the description.
Link. I have witnessed your journey. You have overcome every challenge laid before you. Ruta, Rudania, Meadow, Naboris. All of the divine beasts are now free. With the strength you have attained, I am certain you can unlock the powerful force hidden within. Go to the Shrine of Resurrection and return the Sheikah Slate to its terminal.
Now that's an all-time name for a weapon. From the room, I headed for the forest using stealth and bows to defeat the monsters. For tougher enemies, I switched to the Lionel bow. Defeating them earned me access to the first shrine. The puzzle was simple. You needed to grab the metal bowl and collect a ball to put it in the hole. While I was doing this, I forgot about the giant metal spikes and realized that since I was on one heart, I would just die instantly. To unlock the second shrine, I had to fight a wave of monsters, particularly lizards, and I had some trouble because if one of them saw me, due to their speed, they would just alert the entire group and all of them would attack me, one-shotting me. I considered using ancient arrows, but I really wanted to save them for trickier enemies. So I used the ancient bow with the armor bonus for consistent damage. This kept me at a safe enough distance and unlocking the shrine. Stop to Start was by far the trickiest shrine out of the four for me. It's a simple obstacle course avoiding spikes, but my handicap made it much harder. The toughest section was a narrow walkway with a wall of spikes moving towards me. Random spike traps would come out, knocking you over, but I particularly found the last one the hardest because I didn't realize I could just jump on top of the spike and then glide over to the end. I finally got that at the end, but I had to do this about 5 times before realizing that, so hey, I still got it, it just took a while. Stepping outside the shrine, I met Cass, who played a song about an ancient hero. I'm going to assume that's Link just based on everything I've picked up. But at this point, I didn't realize how integral Cass would be to this and his music. The third wave of monsters I easily defeated with the ancient bow. While I enjoy my 3 and 5 burst bows, there's something satisfying about a bow essentially being kind of like a sniper rifle, because this thing has really long range and you couple it with the set bonus, because I think it's, one of you said 80%, which seems ridiculous, but hey, I'm not going to complain. The shrine was a major test of strength, but having the one-hit obliterator, it made it easy. I could just breeze on to the next shrine, but the monk wasn't there. Now the plus is making a lot more sense. The rest of the shrine was a mini maze with guardians everywhere. I made the error of not watching my surroundings. I quickly switched to more shocking and freezing arrows, and then used the guardian shield to auto-deflect because, again, the Robbie's weapons are broken. And then I knocked them back with arrows. This technically put me at 4 spirit orbs because I had one from a previous shrine I did a while ago. With the 4 spirit orbs, I tried to be sneaky in exchange for a heart container in the church to try to get back to full hearts. But the game design was accounted for this, and I instantly went back to half a heart. The last wave of monsters was on the mountain, so I swapped to snow quill armor and repeated the same strategy. The trial was the easiest. Just walk through the path and avoid getting hit by stuff. At this point, I thought I had completed the trial and was done. But then the one-hit obliterator started acting up. This cutscene was amazing, that I really had no idea what was going on. I probably should have realized what was going on, but I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I like to go into things airheaded a little bit, just so I can be surprised and excited when I see something new and shiny. I typically don't always do that for puzzle games, obviously, but games like this, where it's like you're just walking around, it's like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? But aside from that, my main priority was deciding what my next step should be. Since we could go back to all 4 places, what my plan was to just repeat the order I did for the series. So my plan is to go Zoro Domain, Rito, Eldon, Gerudo. Arriving at the monument, we run into Cass again. who explains more about why he's following the monuments. He's traveling across Hyrule to complete his teacher's work. He's using, I guess, each monument as to talk about a verse about the champion, and then that gives us clues about the champion activating the monument, which leads us to new locations, and these locations give us the shrines, and then there's riddles around them to unlock them. In order to find these exact locations, you can examine the photos on the monument, correspond that to a place in the map, and then just head to that location. The first location was a time trial. Every time you pass the blue ring, it moves to a new location. If you don't reach the new location in time, you have to restart. This one required Zora armor to swim up the waterfall, and completing it unlocked the shrine. The secret stairway requires us to build a makeshift bridge with the 3 metal cubes. I was trying to use a combination of the magnet and stasis to slowly climb up, but it wasn't working. That's when I remember that I'm in the Zoro domain. All shrine puzzles around here mostly incorporate water. Using Cryonis, I created 2 ice pillars, getting the third by stopping the metal box mid-air. I repeated this until I reached the platform of the monk, and turned around and saw a metal chest high up there. My ego wouldn't let me leave it alone until I got it. Glad I did, because it ended up being a royal shield. The reward from the monk was a Ruta emblem. All of these shrines will give an emblem to the corresponding divine beast instead of spirit orbs. What happens when I get all 3? I'll have to find out. The second location was on the other side of the domain. Calling my horse made me get there much faster. I don't believe there's a natural way of getting my horse up to this mountain, so having this armor makes this honestly like the best thing that's ever happened to me, because I can now get my horse anywhere. Except I don't know if it will actually call in Eldon or Gerudo. Probably not, because those climates are too extreme, and I don't think I'd want to bring my horse to a volcano anyway. When I arrived, I needed to eliminate guardians. Unfortunately for these guys, they don't know what I've done to their comrades. The best way I can describe support and guidance is like those marble run videos. With the help of Cryonis, you create a path to basically get the marble down all these like little tricks, and then that will unlock the door. I was having trouble as I was going right up to the waterfall trying to make the pattern work, not being able to see the full picture. That's when I discovered something about the range of this ability, that you can pretty much do it from the original spot, and that made solving this 100 times easier. At the third location, there's a campfire, and Muzu was there. He told us there was orders from Sidon at this location, and it was important related to the trial. He had Mifa's notes on them, which said that while the morning sun is newly born, follow the path of the light to the trail. I feel like this hint is pretty self-explanatory, and with the campfire, I slept by it until the morning, and then followed the beam of light, which led to a giant ring thing, which opened the shrine. The melting point is about precision. You melt ice cubes to climb them to reach the monk, who is just out of reach with a pillar. So to do that, obviously you just melt the final cube so it can fit through the door, and then you put it there, you put the ice pillar up, and then you just climb up top of both of them, and then that got me the third Ruta emblem. Exiting the shrine, the quest brings us back to Ruta. As we approach, we hear a voice. This was unexpected, but kind of awesome at the same time. Not only is it a rematch, we're also given the weapons and armor related to the champion. What this does is essentially make it a test. Can you defeat the boss without your items? I'm going to let live commentary do the talking, and then I'll jump in when needed for the rest of the fights. Alright, let's see how much that does. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, what do I actually have in here, though? Two... Oh, that actually... Okay, that worked. Nice. That's pretty fast. Oh wait, last time I did this, I had bomb arrows. Don't have those this time. Okay, let's get away out of this way. Oh. Nine. Okay, that's not terrible. But yeah, I can do that, so it's not too bad. Let's see. If I aim close enough, I should be able to get it. And I think I just wasted it. Oh. Well, that wasn't very smart. How am I supposed to get him? Okay, still, that didn't really work. Oh, we did. That spin attack is cool in this context, but I can't imagine where I would use it otherwise. I mean, I don't really fight any enemies in water, but... Okay. But yeah, no, these things aren't... This isn't really working, how I'm currently doing this. See if that does something. Okay, so it just blocks it. That's okay, I guess. Okay, I don't know why I keep getting... Okay, I need to get away from this and keep getting too close, and it's not... Yeah, no, this really is not working. So at this point, I realized I was stuck. I don't know how to bring the blade to the ground without enough arrows. I realized Urbosa's Fury was probably my best bet, but the cooldown time kind of made this very difficult, and I spent a lot of the time dodging. I was trying to stall the boss, but quickly met my fate. On the second attempt, I pretty much repeated the same process from the first time, but I used the Fury early enough and then stalled the Blight until the cooldown was gone. And then I took the rest from there. Okay, we have set up our defenses.
Urbosa's Fury is ready.
Okay, we're finally cooking again. Now I just need to get close enough again. Gotta destroy all these first. Oh. Well, there's a reason I've saved the Grace up until now. I can pretty much... I don't know if that was the best thing to do, but it keeps me at full. Oh, that's so good. Alright, I think if I do that 2 more times, I should be able to beat it. Oh? I'm surprised. I can't believe I actually got up here. This doesn't ruin the fight. I hope this would... If it fully goes back to full health because I left the battle arena, that would suck. But yeah, you can just fully explore this place. That's cool. Where did it go? Did it despawn? Oh, it's back. Okay. I was gonna say, if it came back full health, I think... I don't know what I would... Well, I just do this again. Okay, I am really not thinking. Oh. I gotta be a little more cautious. I'm really playing this dumb. Okay, dodge that. Oh. Okay, what? Alright. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna lock in.
Oh?
So, Princess, may I ask who the other chosen champions are?
Goron Vigilance, Daruk. Rito Confidence, Rivali. Gerudo Spirit, Urbosa. And also, the Hylian with the sword that seals the darkness. Link.
Oh. Sidon! Hurry and swim up here!
Mifa. Perhaps he is still too young to swim up this big waterfall.
One day, Princess, I must leave him to face my fate with Ruta. Join me. We'll go together so you can get a feel for it. Let's go. Sweet Sidon, should fate ever part us, I'm counting on you to protect our beloved home from harm. Understood? I believe in you. Now, shall we try one more time? You're so strong. So much stronger than before. The power of Mifa's grace will now recharge much faster. As powerful as you are, I am certain you can save Hyrule, as well as the princess who awaits you.
This is when the DLC clicked for me. The improved graces, massive quality of life improvement. Before this, I kind of used the graces as a last resort. Now this shorter cooldown makes them much more apparent in the toolkit and kind of puts them at the front stage. The additional memories and the champion's diaries, which we unlock after completing all this, add depth to each character. My favorite part about all this is that these aren't Link's memories, so we get to learn more about the world from outside his perspective. In Mipha's case, though, he appears in the memories and the diary a lot, but there is a bit of focus on Ruta, her father's decision to have her piloted and Sidon. Much of her story does center around Link, though, and I wish we did see a bit more of Mipha's role in the domain and why everybody respects her. That's why I'm glad the memory focused more on baby Sidon's training, showing Mipha's toughness, but at the same time showing the care for her brother and the domain, and realizing that she may not be around forever, and telling her brother the responsibilities of being, I guess, part of the royal family. I also need to update my power ranking. I originally put Mipha 4th, but with water, she may be the strongest one out of all of them. However, I'm unsure about her beating Revali or Urbosa, as their abilities just seem a lot more broken compared to Mipha. I guess she can heal herself, but Urbosa can summon lightning, and Revali can probably keep enough of a distance that he can probably win that fight. Now the question is, which beast do I fight next? Initially, I planned to follow the original order I mentioned earlier, but after seeing the reduced grace cooldown and how the fight with the Water Blight went, I'm picking Gerudo next. I expect it to be the toughest because the Thunder Blight, especially that second stage, might be a little tougher without stronger armor and weapons, and I wanted to tackle it first. Plus, if I could spam the Fury more often, it will make the next two fights after this much easier. The first location I went to was the Yiga hideout. I knew we had to throw an orb into the giant hole, which is the only one I could find in Gerudo, but I first tried using my bomb first to see if it would work. It obviously didn't work, but you always want to try something just to see what happens. I then ended up talking to some travelers who were outside the Yiga clan base, and they were saying that the orb is inside the base. So I snuck back in using some of their techniques from last time, taking them out with ancient arrows or distracting them with bananas. I found the orb in one of the rooms, brought it back out, threw it down the hole, which unlocked the shrine. Inside the box would have been harder if I hadn't completed the Counting Stars shrine prior to the Divine Beasts. You need to move the box around and then place balls into the corresponding hole based on the number of the balls inside the box. Getting the chest after clearing the puzzle was trickier because I couldn't find a metal ball to place into the hole. I looked everywhere with the magnet filter on, and then I noticed at the bottom of the box there was a metal lid or something. I don't know what to exactly call it. And anyway, I opened that up. All the balls fell apart. I grabbed the metal one, placed it in, and then got the chest with a thunder spear that had more durability than my current one. The second location was a battle against the Module King. Despite my initial struggles, the combination of bombs to stun him, and then the amount of damage with Urbosa's Fury made the second half of the fight much easier. Big or small was about connection. You need to unlock the door to the monks' rooms using metal cubes and balls to build a connection from one point of the electricity at the starting point all the way to the other. The first two connections can be made with small cubes, The third is to hook the ball onto the rod. And then for the fourth one, it was the hardest as I tried positioning it on the rod, but it will fall off instantly. I thought about it for a while, and then I remembered Crinosis, and then I was able to lift the metal ball that way, which got the door unlocked. Again, the hardest part was getting the chest. I need to control the lasers and time it so the moving platforms stop, and then the current unlocks the chest. Of course, all 4 platforms and the line are at different spots and different at moving speeds. That wasn't necessarily the hard part. The hardest part was that you need to use the actual controller to move it all, which makes it a little bit trickier. My reward for this is a Radiant Shield, which would have been impressive mid-game, so normally I'd like to skip chests like this, but I don't know, you see it there, and you see a hard challenge, and you just want to do it. The third location was once again the time trial, and in order to complete this, you need to go to Gerudo and rent the sand seals. It's a lot of fun surfing with them. I don't know if I like it more than riding the horse, mainly just because of the shield durability, but since I can't call egg here, unfortunately, this is the best available option. Dual purpose was the easiest. As the name implies, the metal cubes are used to get you across the gate and act as the conductor to power the gates open. So it's kind of a way where you need to walk over to the door and then you reposition all the metal cubes to unlock the door. This was pretty easy, and I collected the third emblem. We get a shield this time, which I think will help a lot. Oh. Yeah, I gotta remember. Just backflip every time you see him move. I get one more chance of using... Okay, Daruk, yeah, his shield's not gonna come back for a while, but we get our own. That's what I was trying to say before I was ambushed. Okay, that worked out. So yeah, that's definitely gonna help a lot too, so I just gotta survive until then. Let's make quick work of it. Oh, that's good. Just gotta keep my distance. Don't want to do anything too reckless. Okay, yep, there we go. That's good. Let's go. Now, it won't be that easy in the second half because we'll have the electricity, so... Oh, I am so good at this game. Okay, that was a pretty fast first stage. Although my concern now will be how do I get him to like the final half of the second half of the second stage. Because I didn't know what to do last time. Okay, I got some food. Oh, we got 2 shields. Oh, and Edge of Duality. Oh, that's really good. Okay. Well, I don't think any of that's going to help me realistically, but I can try my best. So I run around right. I don't know if this is the best thing to do. But yeah, let's check up here, see if there's anything. Maybe I can bomb him. Similar to fire. Well, he has to be there for that to work. That's kind of dumb. I could try to wait for Fury. And then maybe that could work. Because, yeah, no, that's not working. Well, he keeps it in the same spot, so as long as I stay out of his way, it's not the end of the world. Oh yeah, let's try this. We're getting closer. He's doing his thing. Yeah, I think I missed that again. Yeah, that's not really working. I think he's invincible in this stage, so... What can I do? Maybe there's some extra items hidden around. But will that really work? I have no idea. Well, obviously I have no idea. If I knew, I wouldn't be running around right now. This is so much easier for Boomerang. But I'm clearly... I gotta think about it some more. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, I don't have anything. I think right now my best bet is just to play down the clock. Just let the Fury come back and handle it the rest from there. I mean, I'm gonna try this bomb thing. I think it could work. I don't think this is the best use of my time. I mean, there has to be a way to do it naturally. I mean, yeah, with Elden, there's the bomb. So... I feel like once I get it, I'm gonna feel really stupid. Well, he stopped. Okay, that worked. Maybe if I use the magnet, I can look for something metal. Wait. The raw. Oh. Oh. Wow. That. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think I know what I need to do now. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. That's so annoying. Yeah, you just... Yeah, of course that worked. Oh, I can't believe that took that long. I was actually going to wait the whole time for... Okay, enough. You can't get mad about that right now. I need to actually not focus. The second he hits me, he's just going to drop all my items. Just got to keep going backwards. Just avoid his attack. Oh, his thing deactivated, so I can attack him now. There we go. He's pretty down already. Yeah, if I go switch to this guy, it's going to do more damage. But I also want to avoid these things. The switch. Oh. Okay, I did not time that properly. I need to just pick one weapon or something. There we go. I think I can finish him off now. Yeah. I think this does it. Yep. Alright, we're gonna do a finishing move right here.
Princess of Hyrule, I accept your proposition without hesitation. Not only are they planning to resurrect Calamity Ganon, it seems the Yiga clan is also after our treasured heirloom. You have my word. I won't rest until the Calamity falls.
Gerudo Chief Urbosa. On behalf of Hyrule and its king, I thank you. I've never seen you so serious, Urbosa.
Oh my. I can't say the same. 10 years ago, you rarely smiled, my little bird.
Urbosa, I feel like you've called me Little Bird before. I was wondering where you got that name from. Huh?
Halt and face me! Unlike you traitors, I prefer to fight my enemies head-on. Do your worst! Out of respect for our princess, you may keep your lives. Now go! You asked me why I call you Little Bird.
Huh?
When you were but a small child, my dear friend called you that with the sweetest smile that ever graced our land of Hyrule.
You mean Mother?
It was 10 long years ago. Your mother had just left this world, yet her little bird still spread her wings and became the beacon of light Hyrule needed. Sometimes I forget myself and get lost in the past.
Oh.
I must say, you are an impressive bow. You may now wield Urbosa's fury far more often. You are the pride of Hyrule, hero. Take care of our princess. I'm leaving that honor in your capable hands.
I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. Beating this my first attempt was a confidence boost that my skills in this game are actually improving, and it's not just the powerful weapons compensating for a lack of skill. I mean, it did take me a long time to realize the metal rods. How I beat it last time was with the boomerang, but I got there eventually. Urbosa's Fury is also quickly becoming my favorite rune. I've already mentioned this, but I'm a big fan of electricity-based powers in media, and the fact, I'm going to say it, this is probably the most powerful weapon or ability in the game, and the fact it's a lightning attack, 10 out of 10, no notes. This memory also solidifies Urbosa as a badass. The fight scene was incredible, and in my mind, makes it clear she is the strongest champion. Her strength and observational skills feel effortless, and her confidence reflects a strong leader. It's clear Zelda sees her as a role model, and I wish we could see more of the relationship, and that's why I'm happy the memory focused on that. When reading her diary, it painted a picture I wasn't expecting. In Mipha's diary, Link was the star. For Urbosa, I thought it would have been Zelda, but it was actually her mom. I'm going to read some quotes here. My dear friend from afar came to visit Gerudo Town today. It's always a pleasure to see the Queen of Hyrule. She described her reasoning for coming as urgent. She wished me to meet her newborn child. Her sweet daughter's name is Zelda. She has her mother's smile. I cannot help but cherish her already. It's been a long time since we've laid my dear friend, the Queen, to rest. I only now have the will to write again. It was so sudden. I still can't believe she's gone. All of my sweet memories of her running through my mind. Even now, I can hardly keep the tears at bay. All I can do is pray that Zelda, My little bird has enough time. I do not pray to the goddess, but to her mother, my dearest friend. How I miss her. Urbosa's relationship with Zelda 100% derives from the queen. It makes sense for diplomacy. The Gerudo ban men from the town, so the queen would be the one brokering peace and partnership between them and Hyrule. My impression now is that the only reason the king was doing anything was that the queen was dead and Zelda wasn't 18 yet, so she couldn't take charge of the castle. Urbosa and the queen were clearly very close, and there was a strong love between them. Whether it was purely platonic or romantic, I think is definitely up to interpretation, but it's a side of her I'm glad we got to see. Outside of the relationship, the rest of the diary reinforced the bond between Urbosa and Zelda, and her trying to help mend Zelda and Link's relationship, which has already been drawn out very well with the memories Link had. While I was thinking about all of this, I went to Tari Town to talk to the locals, and I found a dude who sells all the armor you can find in the shrines. I finally saw the rubber helmet. The chest piece and leggings have been some of my favorites so far, and unfortunately, I do not like the helmet. I wanted something more sleek, and this is not it, so I don't think I'm going to be rocking this armor permanently. First location I went to was the flight range. It was very simple, just hitting 4 targets midair and that activated the shrine. The 4 wins involved activating 4 turbines with lanterns to fly up to the monk room. To access them, I threw bombs midair, timed hitting my bow midair, found secret turbines that brought you to the lantern, and then shot through metal bars. Not related to these trials, but the turbines did bring back memories of Skyla's gym in Black 2 White 2. If you know that reference, thank you. The second location involves my second favorite winter activity in this game, shield surfing. While this is cool, I wish they incorporated the true winter sport into this quest, Pondo Bowling. Master the Orb was another marble obstacle course. This time it required you to move metal cubes, sit on a button to move a conveyor belt, stop the seesaw, place ice cubes, which took the ball down a ramp and got it into the hole. To get the chest, you need to be standing on top of the block, and then using Cryonis to move up to the ladder to get the chest. The third location, you needed to wait for nighttime for the fire dragon to appear and hit the glowing horns. Aim for the Stillness was the most challenging trial so far. It's an obstacle course with the last stage being tricky. On a rotating gear, there are 2 turbines. Each time one passes it, it activates a fan which closes down a gate blocking the exit, which is covered in breakable blocks. I broke the blocks by waiting for the gate to open and then flying towards it with a bomb. I then used stasis to get the fan to stop so I could pass through the hole by jumping down by the wooden turbine which glides me there. This took a couple attempts and I had difficulty getting up. Once I eventually made it, I had collected the 3 emblems. Oh, they gave us a duplex bow. That's sick. Does it say 100 arrows? Did they want to make this easy? That doesn't really feel like much compared to the water, but... Oh, I gotta save that time, though. Okay, well, I actually need to hit it properly for it to work. But I imagine this will take a good chunk. Oh, and I forgot we have bomb arrows. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Let's follow him. Well, that only... Okay, you know what? I'm playing this dumb. Just gotta wait for the moment. Oh, here we go. Oh, that does a lot. Wow. Did it get increased damage? I think it only had time reduction. Just gotta save those. I think I'm taking too much unnecessary damage right now. But I just gotta wait for him to come down. But I can just avoid him up here. I mean, he's a big target. It's not like he's hard to miss. Alright, round 2. Okay. There we go. This works. You know, sometimes I forget you need to, like, what mechanics to actually use. Because I'm used to old habits dying hard. But as long as I just keep my distance, it should be fine. And I mean, I have max stamina, so I'm not super concerned. That might actually make a big difference in this fight. But I guess you would already have this... Yeah, no, that's too easy. But you would already be kind of at this point, you'd have this much stamina and this much health when you're fighting him in the DLC. Because you can only activate this when you're done, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, you can tell I'm taking this super seriously by the fact that I'm thinking about how... Anyway, I think my point still stands. There we go. Just gotta keep your distance. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh no, the imaginary bow is badly damaged. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna just defeat him in here. I don't even think I need to use the last fury. Oh no, he came down to the ground. I'll finish him off that way. That'll be fun.
Oh. Mm. Mm. Not enough. I must stay in the eye of the whirlwind. Must push myself harder. You know, Your Highness, it's rude to eavesdrop.
My apologies. I went to the village and I was told I could find you here.
You have need of me to defeat Calamity Ganon.
to slay the beast once and for all. It will be my great pleasure.
Thank you, Rivali. If we work together, I'm certain we'll be able to defeat...
However, I know I play the biggest part in helping that... that little knight with the darkness-sealing sword, correct? Well, if he loses his confidence after seeing me in action, don't come crying to me.
Oh.
I truly never imagined you would do so well. Regardless, Rivali's Gale should be more efficient than ever. As you are, I guess it's theoretically possible for you to best Ganon.
This was really easy. Granted, Urbosa's Fury made this a joke. I think the only thing realistically, though, even if I didn't use Fury, is that the fight would have been 5 minutes instead of 3 minutes. This guy's not that hard. The memory was the origin of Rivali's Gale that reinforced the size of his ego. The memory didn't add a lot for me because we already knew this about Rivali, but the diary really helped me understand him better. What makes his diary unique is that for Mipha and Urbosa, the people they held closest to their hearts was the focal point. Rivali's diary was all about himself. He built the training ground by breaking records and winning competitions. He clearly only respects talent and power. There are a lot of quotes about Zelda which make me think this. I now bear the grand title of champion, meaningless prompt. If you ask me, if true strength relied only on title and uniform, everyone would be a champion. And if everyone's a champion, nobody is a champion. That's not been the quote, but she was not only determined, she seemed desperate. She's aware she can't fulfill her sacred duties, and anyone can see how it weighs on her. It's difficult for me to comprehend the troubles of the talentless, but I'm trying. It's not that I dislike the princess. She tries her hardest. It is simply not good enough. Volley grew up his whole life being told he was the best, and actually having the skill and abilities to warrant this title. However, I believe his youth is on full display while being social. I don't know if it means anything that his training grounds are separated from Rito Village, but I get the feeling he probably wasn't very social among the Rito. I assume he spent a lot of time alone working on his Gale ability. He is strong, but then when he met the other champions, especially Link, and saw somebody more talented and stronger than him, he resorted to denial and ego. It's not to say he's inherently a bad character. I think this is a very interesting prompt in a story like this. Somebody that's, I guess, on the protagonist side, but antagonistic to him. Actually, I think the easiest analogy would be like, you're in high school, you're the top of your class, and then you get into the best university, and then everybody's the top of their class. So he clearly can't handle that because he spent his whole life thinking he was the best. And it's also very interesting when he refers to combat, he specifically only mentions aerial combat. No other form of combat, just aerial. So I don't think he's realizing how aquatic combat Mipha is probably the strongest, or if he went to the volcano, Farouk might be the strongest, or the fact that Urbosa could probably just shoot him down with lightning. I definitely wish we could see more of the champions, and I think there's some side games about that, but overall, I think Rivali's I think he just needs more friends, to be honest. And I'm hoping the champions, I think, would have done that for him. The first location was a race around and then down the volcano. The shrine blind spots was easy, where all I needed to do was dodge fire and then climb up a waterfall using cryonis. The second location, there was a circle to unlock the shrine directly over the lava, and obviously the easiest way to activate is just jump in. So maybe that didn't really work, and I talked to the three brothers who were getting ready to be hard and couldn't figure it out. I then turned on the magnet, attempting to stack blocks of metal cubes that I saw in the distance into the circle, but I messed up by the stacking and couldn't land on it easily. I then had the idea to pretend to pull out my bow midair as it was activating and then jump onto the side of the cube, and that worked. Block the Blaze was the hardest shrine I've ever done in my life. The puzzle was so complex that I spent hours working on it. I just couldn't figure out why I needed to block Blaze and who was he. Never met a person like that in my life. If someone could tell me in the comments, it would be greatly appreciated, as I got stuck on this, as you can clearly see by me cutting so much of the footage together to time-lapse this. While I have you here, I'm thinking of streaming the final fight with going to Hyrule Castle and all that shenanigans. So if you think I should do it, also let me know in the comments. Thank you. The third location was a battle against the Igneo-Talus Titan. The fight was going well. I deactivated its lava with ice arrows, but I forgot to manage my stamina properly and fell into the lava. And when I got out of it, I instantly got destroyed. After the hiccups, it was pretty simple using the bow midair. Moving targets was fun. You need to put bombs into the cannons and aim for the various moving obstacles to unlock the door. The hardest part was the last bit of this trial, where in order to unlock the door, you first need to hit the ball on the moving target, which then unlocks the door behind the moving target, so you need to position the target in a way so the ball goes through it and then hitting the target. This took a couple minutes, but I eventually got it and collected the third emblem. All right. Okay, no shield, soldier's bow, armor's not fireproof. Okay, that's whatever. Honestly, I think this is... Oh, freeze arrows, actually. I think that's unnecessary, though, if I'm being honest. But these... Yeah, that does about as much damage as I thought it was going to do. I think for these fights, we should maybe not have runes. Might make it... I mean... I say that as somebody who is just spamming the Fury the past two fights, but hey, you know what, sue me. I want to use the powerful weapon. Okay, we can just dodge. Oh. I think it helps that he's the Claymore one, because he's just slow, so you can just easily dodge him. And now I won't have to waste my time this one, because I actually figured out how to beat it without cheesing it. All I'll need to do is throw a bomb when a shield comes up. I'm saying that out loud, so I remind myself. Okay. Ooh. I'll hide behind this thing. I think I can avoid it. Oh, yeah, that's it. Oh, we gotta chase him the other way. Alright, we're gonna drop off the surprise. Oh, I just realized that probably could have made me fall into... whatever. We didn't fall in. Doesn't matter. Alright, where is he now? He's on the other side. He's hiding from me. He knows what's coming. Ooh. Yeah, this works very good as a shield. Oh, that's too easy. I should have tried to finish it off like the last... Well, doesn't matter. Why? I should spend more time actually focusing on beating this thing than critiquing performance. Oh, it's fine now. He's gonna get down. Oh, is he just incapacitated there? I should have waited to do that while he was on the ground still. Oh, there he is. Alright, goodbye.
Oh.
Count me in, tiny princess. I'm the fearless Daruk, after all. And if Hyrule needs my help, I'll gladly lay down my life.
Thank you, Daruk.
Not sure if it's Calamity Ganon's fault or what, but I hear monsters have been attacking people more than ever lately. Times like these, you shouldn't leave the castle without a horde of mighty Gorons to watch your back.
You sound like Father. He's assigning a knight to watch over me wherever I go. I hear the top contender is the most accomplished swordsman in all of Hyrule.
Huh? That could only be... Huh? What the... They really are all over the place these days. Is someone being attacked? Cowards! Wait here, princess. Spineless little cuckoos! No monster stands a chance when fighting me, the almighty Daruk.
Oh! You're safe. It seems our friend here was the one being attacked. Precious boy, you saved his life. Huh? Well.
Good riddance, and stay safe. I'm sorry you had to see that side of me. As a kid, dogs always chased me. I still panic when I see one of those critters.
I never imagined the great Daruk would have a weakness.
So tell me, princess.
Yes?
Calamity Ganon isn't, some kind of a dog monster, is he?
Huh?
Oh.
I knew you could do it, little guy. Now you can use Daruk's protection more than ever. If you see that Ganon jerk, give him a message for me. Good riddance, bacon breath.
A personality hire is a person who is hired primarily based on their interpersonal skills or charisma, rather than strictly on their technical skills, qualifications, or experience. This type of hire typically occurs when a company believes that a person's cultural fit, positive attitude, and ability to build relationships will benefit the workplace environment and team dynamics. Daruk, in my opinion, is the personality hire of the champions. He brings the fun uncle vibes. Not to say he is weak, but all of the 4 feats shown by the champions in these flashbacks, beating up a couple bokoblins is the weakest. He is the only one to have issues piloting the Divine Beast as well. Not to say struggling at first instantly makes you weak, but the fact the other 3 did it effortlessly, I think, shows that they are more talented and stronger than him. Another big difference was the diaries. Everybody else's had a very serious tone, while Daruk was cracking jokes. Again, not to say I dislike it, I think he was definitely probably would be the person to break the ice within this group. It's just that out of the 4, it was my least favorite analysis because it didn't really give me anything super crazy. I don't really think Daruk is the problem, though. I don't think I'm a big fan of the Elden area in general. I'm personally, this sounds kind of stupid to say out loud, but I'm a big fan of winter biomes, winter towns, winter music, ice mountains and stuff. So I don't know if the opposite I'm a big fan of, but volcano areas I've just never really vibed with. I did like the joke that Daruk is afraid of dogs, though. I thought that was really funny. Now, after the final Divine Beast, I thought I was done with these trials, but it turns out there's one final trick up the sleeve. I think for this whole part, I'm going to go live commentary so you can enjoy the experience with me firsthand. This was under here. Wow, okay. Oh, it's like okay, so it's just the final Divine Beast. I assume. Oh. Yep, final trial. Whoa. Oh, it's a labyrinth, not a beast. Oh, but it works the same as the beasts. Okay. It's not too bad. Oh yeah, there is one memory missing, so I think at the end of this it will show it to us. And then there's these little robot guys. Shouldn't be too, yeah, no, there. Oh, it is a divine beast. What is that supposed to be? Okay, but it's the same thing. Is it 4? Yeah, it looks like 4. Four terminals. Would it be crazy to automatically assume 4 for each one? Okay, what does this thing do? Okay, you can push it all the way here. But that clearly isn't meant to do anything yet. That guy can't reach it. Okay. I thought this would be another rematch, but I think this is its own thing. And yeah, that turns... Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Turning the gears. I see lava there, so I'm going to take a wild guess and assume each room is based on one of the 4 areas. Sorry. Okay, this one's definitely Gerudo. Yeah, moving the gear didn't do much. And I clearly need to open that door that way, so I'll need something to connect the two. Because I imagine... Yeah, that will open it. Maybe I could find a way to cheese that, but I don't think I can... Can I get it moving the other... If I turn it the other way? No, that didn't work. Oh, I see 2 metal guys. I think I'll need them to connect everything, but I don't know how to get this to move. Oh, okay, this might work. So then I just gotta find what to do with that. Oh, I think it goes into one of those holes. You grab the metal bit and you put it in there. But I'll come back to that one. I want to check out the other ones first. Okay, that's movable. This doesn't really do anything. I think I'll have to wait for those locks to work first. Oh, okay, that room opens up now with the rotating door. I put on the fire guard armor, just thinking most likely it's probably the safest play in this area. Okay, looks like I need to get a ball into a hole, but it's over there. Oh, looks like the spike opens up so I can just follow it. Oh, no, it's going the other way. Whoops. I think I need to turn it the other way. That makes it a lot easier, actually. Just gotta play it slow. Because even though I'm fireproof, I will die if I fall into that lava. Because that makes sense. And I can just easily dodge that. Oh. Okay, I gotta wait. That doesn't really seem to be working. Oh, there's a chest up there. And then I think I'll need to drop the ball off into there. So maybe it'd be easier if I can put the ball in this way, because it clearly moves with the gear. Well, I guess the beasts are mechanical machines first, so it would make sense that the original... Maybe this is the first one? Maybe this is like the base, and all of them form together to make Voltron or something. That'd be kind of cool. But I need to find a way to get this ball in the... I think that giant coal with the orange light around it. It's the one it goes in, and then the other one is how it comes out. I could be wrong on that, though, but it's worth trying. Maybe it's the other one. The bigger one. Don't know how this works. Well, I think I do know how this works. I just need to be smarter about it. So I'll wait for this one to come down, and then I can hopefully... No, because that doesn't go in all the way. I think it has to be the one I was going for originally. Did that go in? No, that did not go in. Okay, but I was just spamming it too many times there, so it wasn't really working. If I turn it the other way, maybe it can get in like this. There we go. That wasn't so bad. And now it's just gonna have to fall in. Oh, but then it'll just come back out that way, so I'll need to reverse it, I'm pretty sure. There it goes. I also gotta be careful. I'm pretty sure that needs to land on the platform. Oh, it's gonna fall all the way back. Oh, no, okay. Never mind. Alright, yeah, now that should let it go out. But that should work, hopefully. There we go. Alright, I think the easiest thing to do now is just drop it off and then it will work. I don't think there's any tricks here. I think I just put it in the hole. Yeah, no tricks. That worked. Alright, before we get the terminal, I do want to get that chest first. So I'm guessing there's going to be a wind one, a water one, and obviously the electrical one I already saw. So this is probably the original Divine Beast then. The ultimate one. But then who's piloting it? That's the real question. Wouldn't be the king. It could be the king. He was here the first time. Could come back as a spirit and be like, you have to prove yourself. It's not going to be Ganon. If it is Ganon, that would just be weird, fighting Ganon before. Oh, that makes more sense, yep. I don't... My guess right now is I think the final boss will be the king, but I could be wrong. I most likely am. Or the ultimate guardian, right? Could be related to the... There's a lot of guardians here, and those were built by the Sheikah. It's... What's her name? Lady Impa? It's her. Oh, what if it's the, I forget his name, but the leader of the Iga clan? That would also be funny. Yeah, but maybe the king piloted the original Divine Beast. I think that's what this is. I don't think that does anything, but I just want to put it there. Yeah, so that definitely just goes in there. I'll just have to wait for the moment for that to work. You spin me right round. Oh no, I can't sing that. I'm gonna have to cut that. There we go. Oh, well, that definitely did something if it made that sound. Alright, now I can get in here. And now this part is moving. And now how do I get it to stop? Oh, I guess it connects. Ooh, okay. The question is how do I get it up there? Oh, here we go. I think this definitely will lead to something. Oh. Oh, there's something turned on. Ooh, what about this? Ah, okay, okay. I don't got to go back down there. Just gotta put this boy back in there. Yeah, clipped on. And that should stop this guy, I'm pretty sure. If I just... Oh, that's gonna take a while. What if I have it come back the other way? Maybe that could work. It's not really connecting. Maybe I put it in the wrong way, or maybe I can just have it move like this. Don't overcomplicate it, just put it in. I mean, it still kind of worked. Maybe I can cheese it that way. That worked. Well, that was easy. I hope, anyway. Oh. There we go. How do I get up there is the real question. Maybe that does something? I don't see a ladder anywhere, though. Oh, maybe I use the gears to get up. Well, that didn't work. Was worth a try. Maybe I use the actual gears now. That could 100% work, but I think I need to turn it the other way. Okay, and then once I'm... This seems to be working out well. There's a little guy greeting me. Oh. Oh, he's got a... Take this guy. Surely he's used for something. And there's a chest over there too. Oh, I think I know where this guy comes into play now. Gotta put it in right. Okay, there we go. Now I just gotta wait for this guy to... If I just hold it like this, eventually it should just... Oh, come on. I had it. There you go. Should... No beep that time? That's a little disappointing. Okay, but that still's not doing anything. Right, water or wind? Let's find out. Wind. Definitely wind. Oh. Okay, so with the red, the wind is going that way. And the current's just blowing me straight to my death. So if I turn it the other way, it should carry me over there. Okay, and now I think I need to just have it go the other way, because I'm trying to glide over there. Land on this platform. I could probably use stasis to turn the fan off. And then just beat that guy up. Oh wow, okay, he went down pretty easy. Oh. Oh, but it's up there. I might have to do this all over again. Yeah, so okay, I gotta glide over that way. Shouldn't be too bad, just repeat the exact same process as last time. Oh, I overshot. Whoops. Now I'm too low. Third time's the charm, that's what they always say. Here, just stop that. Just glide over to the terminal. Alright, last one's the water one. Oh, he found me. I'm sorry, buddy. Alright, how does this one work? No magnets. Oh, sorry. think I just do that. Well, I don't know what to think. If I knew what to do, I would have done it by now. Keep thinking that's gonna do something. 90% sure I freeze that so it can actually hit it. There we go. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. Well, that clearly worked. So I need to drain the water. I can also probably... Let's see if this works. Oh, I think I did it the other way. That's not freezing the water like last time. And that's not tall enough to hop over. I think I gotta go the other way for this. Oh, that worked. Turn the faucet off. Oh, they all have their weapons. Or like the weapon they used to... Did I miss? Oh. Well, that's easy. Just place it there. Then watch it go away. Alright, that's all the terminals. The deepest area, okay. Definitely the... No. Is there a... Should pick all those up. Would be a waste to leave those behind. Alright, I think it's finally time to put this thing into use. I just gotta fit that giant hole into this thing. Why is that not working? I guess I have to climb all the way back up to figure out. Okay. What am I doing wrong? I'm missing. I must be missing something. Because I'm putting it in the hole, it's just not going all the way. Maybe I need to get the hole shape in? This is taking... Why is this the part that's taking the longest? Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be on it. Oh, I can be on it, never mind. Don't know if this is a smart idea, though, unfortunately. Oh, well, I can... Can I reach it from here? Let's wait. Push. Okay. I think I was just overthinking that. Oh, that looks like a cutscene. That guy looks ready. The lighting is crazy in this room. He's gonna give me the ultimate orb. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, he's moved. Oh. Oh, that makes the... Oh, we're fighting him. I offer this final trial. Why do I hear boss music? Dun, 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 dun. We're moving. Can't see me right now, but I'm dancing. And it's got the right amount of techno in it, because, well, I guess it makes sense. Oh, we are just running the ones. Oh, that's sick. Okay. So he's gonna fight probably like the Yiga clan members, if anything. Okay, but H and arrows still do a lot of damage, but I think I'll hold off on those. Let's see how much... Oh, so he's immune to it, but it still electrifies him. Yeah, he fights exactly like the Yiga, or kind of like the Yiga clan. Oh, he's got an ancient short blade, though. Oh, he's moving like everybody. Maybe I should try a more lighter weapon. Okay, we're relying too much on Daruk's grace there. He's taking no damage from lightning, but it still stuns him, so low-key that might be doing a lot of the work right now still. Shadow clones. Oh, that's tough. I mean, it would make sense that he fights like a lot of the Yiga clan people. Oh, but what would you know? Just doing that works. Alright, but I don't have it for 4 minutes, so... Oh, right. It's raining, so my bomb arrows aren't going to do anything. I wonder if that's also intentional. They just nerfed the best weapons in the game. Should be fine. Oh. That's crazy that all of them can run at me like this. I wonder if there's more of them because I'm on the Switch too. but I bet you they all do damage. Are they all just doing random attacks? Okay, oh, that guy wasn't it. So one's trying to freeze me. I think it's intentionally raining. Oh no, there's fire arrows. How do I know which one's the right one? I think that just gave me the hint though. Oh. Ouch. Gotta play the avoiding game. Let's see if I can just take them out like this. I think I'm too high up, unfortunately. Oh, I found him. Oh, well, that's crazy. The Grace buff time is so good. The Fury and Daruk's shield are already, like, almost back. Not almost back, but close enough. Oh, but I'm losing my ancient shield. It's probably going to break this fight if I'm being honest, but I can replace it, so I'm not too concerned. Let's get in the sky again, because they can't attack me from there. Oh, what are they doing? I am missing these guys. I am not good at aiming. Oh, found him. He's close to half. Oh, we're not even in the second half of the boss fight yet. Oh, ouch. So you're gonna tell me that every time it comes up? Alright, there you go. That starts the second wave. Oh. It's harnessing the energy. That makes sense. Just get bigger. Now he's extra angry. Oh, and he takes no damage from electricity. Oh, but the metal balls. Oh, exactly like the leader. Gotta pick these up though if it's anything like the other. So now he's gonna probably electrocute stuff. Now we just treat it the same way as Thunderblight, and that should just. Yep. Let's try maybe like a. Come on, maybe I can spin attack him. Well, if it breaks, then I can't do that, but... You gonna summon your bows again? Oh, nope. Oh wait, I guarantee you this shield will just deflect it. Right, it's not a guardian. Oh, there goes the shield. Oh. Is he gonna summon everything again? Alright, just gotta pick one. Oh, it's gonna roll at me. Alright. Now I just drop him off to his buddy. I think I can just drop it on its head. That was worth a try.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Just following me now. Oh. What is that?
Urbosa's fury is ready.
Oh, there we go. It's back. Alright, perfect parry time. Oh, that was too easy. Alright, it's back on the ground. Now, I know Fury won't do any damage, but it will stun it. So let's get to work. Oh, it was probably in like an animation phase, so that's why it didn't work. But he's pretty low, so I'm not... those guys. Oh. Can I find it? Honestly, I think if I just Fury again, I should be able to just get them all out. It's not going to do damage, but I think if I just... Yep. There you go. Finishing them off. Now that was a cool fight. What's happening now? Oh. Yeah, I think the rain was intentional because now it's clear sky again. But there we go, we beat him. Thank you, thank you. I know, don't give myself a pat on the back. Ancient masterpiece, ooh. What on earth can... You know what? I'll let the scene play itself out. Do I get to bring this into battle? Oh no. Oh, this was on the front cover of the DLC. Why didn't I think of this? This is also what he uses in Mario Kart, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's awesome. They give us the coolest horse armor, but now they just give us a motorcycle. Well, that's going to be a tough decision.
Hmm? Oh. Oh. Hmm.
Welcome, warriors. I'd like to thank you for joining me here today, and for your bravery in accepting this fateful task. I officially appoint you Hyrule's champions, and bestow upon you this sacred garb. That blue is a symbol of the royal family,
one that has been passed down for countless generations. Those garments you now wear were all crafted by my daughter, Zelda. Zelda, I trust you with the task only a daughter of the royal family can fulfill. Lead our champions, Princess, and together, protect our kingdom from the threat of Calamity Ganon.
I tell you, those formal shindigs really take it out of me.
This is the Sheikah slate, eh?
It is. Apparently, there are more uses for it than we originally thought. Sadly, we've yet to decipher all of its secrets.
The princess showed me something strange recently. Somehow it can create true-to-life images.
Wow. I would love to see it. Princess? May I ask a special favor of you?
All right, this spot should work nicely. Keep your eyes on the Sheikah slate, everyone. Daruk, can you crouch down a bit? You're as big as Death Mountain.
Huh? Oh.
What's with the glum face, Princess? Give me a big smile. Rivali, move your tail closer to the group.
Fine.
Mifa, you look so tense. Deep breaths, okay?
Right.
Stay just like that. Here we go. Smile. Click, snap.
Link. Link. I have watched your journey, every step. You have overcome every challenge with great courage. With the power that you have attained, I am certain you can defeat Calamity Ganon. Truly.
That was incredible. I was really nervous that going into this, it would be somehow like a rematch against Calamity Ganon, like the other stuff being rematches, which in my case would technically be my first time fighting Calamity Ganon. But fighting this monk in hindsight makes a lot of sense based on how this quest started. I'm not going to go too deep into the motorcycle, but yes, it's awesome. Yes, it's a quality of life improvement. Yes, I can feed it all the Guardian parts that I can't use to make Robbie's weapons. And yes, this sadly means I don't think Egg is going to come out as much anymore. Although, I don't know, my original plan for Hyrule Castle was to ride up with my horse, but I don't know. Maybe I'll put a vote in the comments. Who do I bring, horse or motorcycle? And then I'll let you people vote on that. However, I do want to take the time to talk about something I haven't mentioned once yet in this playthrough, the soundtrack. As a Pokemon fan, the only consistent thing that always delivers in every game is the soundtrack. When studying or doing schoolwork, I'll put on compilations of various Pokemon music in the background to just stay focused. The song that got me as a kid was Unwavering Emotions in Pokemon Black and White. That was, I think, my first Pokemon game I played, and if you know the game at all, any sad or emotional moment in that game, this song was always playing. I enjoyed it so much, it led me down the rabbit hole of YouTube, finding all the music, and then that got me hooked. I'm mentioning this story because the Champion's Ballad did the same thing for me as Unwavering Emotions. It led me to amazing compilations on YouTube that kept the spark of this game and series in me when school got busy. After reading week this term, I got insanely busy, as it's my last term and I need to wrap up a bunch of stuff. I barely had any time to work on YouTube, and I moved at the slowest pace I think I have making this video. However, I never lost hope. It sounds corny, but having the Champion's Ballad in my playlist gave me hope that I would finish this video and series and not give up just because I couldn't keep up with the pace of the internet. I know social media is a rapid pace, and trends that used to last months sometimes don't even last a day anymore. I would love to produce these videos faster, and with the summer, I'll definitely have more free time. But the music for this game helped me realize what's important for me, and that's making the videos. When I started this series, I had under 100 subscribers, and now I have over 5,000, which has made me set higher expectations because I was searching for external validation in these videos, when really what's important is just making them for me. For me, YouTube is a creative playground where people can express themselves. I would be lying if it was perfect, as AI is certainly changing a lot, like everything else in everybody's lives. But for now, it's the place where I can show a side of me that really comes out. Having this creative outlet has given me energy I thought I lost in the pandemic, and I believe this channel will help me figure out what I want to do with my life moving forward. That feeling of hope and optimism is in the Champion's Ballad, and that is what's keeping me going. And that's what kept me going to finish my undergrad, and I'm so excited to finish this game and avenge the Champions. Speaking of the Champions, that memory, I think, confirmed how I feel about their group dynamic. I really liked how we saw them all get initiated into the ceremony. It puts a lot of things into perspective. And then the group photo did reinforce the Rook's role and everything of being the glue guy and getting to break the ice. And it was nice to see them all interacting with each other and figuring out that dynamic. It also, I don't know if this takes place. I think this takes place after the first memory in the actual base game. And I don't think it adds anything super crucial. Not to say it's a bad memory, it's just more in the sense of it's just more icing on the cake. I think that's the best way to describe it for me. But it's also, I would say, though, my first time actually looking inside Hyrule Castle. And, well, it's obviously not going to look like that in the boss fight. It's been, 100 years, so everything's probably destroyed? Unless Ganon kept it in perfect condition. I doubt that very much, though. But it was nice to see them all getting together and being happy. And then the photo was really nice. But I would say overall, Champions 10 out of 10. This Champion's Ballad was fantastic. I'm excited to finish this game. However, there are still a couple more things we need to address before we move on to the last episode. Now, there's been one thing I haven't mentioned yet in the DLC, and that is the Master Sword trial. Technically, when I first opened the game, this was the first cutscene. I didn't cover it first because the Ballad obviously deserved the spotlight first. After getting the whole trial shenanigans going back to the forest, I spoke to the Deku Tree, and I'll let him explain the trial. This is even more of a test than the champion rematches. While those take away your items too, we still get to use runes, which did a lot of the heavy lifting. The only thing that stays from the outside of this trial is the extra hearts you get from eating food. In order to beat this trial, I feel like understanding game mechanics is an integral part of achieving that. For example, on floor 3, I used the fire from the slimes to burn the wooden platforms to get the chests. Weapon management is equally important. On each floor, the weapons get better, and knowing which ones to save for tougher floors was the key to completing this challenge. On my first attempt, though, I went to floor 6 and did this. In the second attempt, I defeated the Talus by climbing up a tree, which completely immobilized it. Floor 7 was a checkpoint, and then where I upgraded my weapons and cooked a lot of the food with all the items I've been picking up. If you go to breaking the barrels and the boxes, it will give you a lot of little stuff which can help you out in the long term. Floors 8 to 11 are water-based. There are electric enemies and lizards, which makes going anywhere near water a death sentence. Floor 10 was tricky because the lizards were fast and I needed to keep my distance. All my weapons also did a significant amount of damage. My second attempt died as I was trying to get the lightning rod I got on floor 9 on a black Pokeblin and Moblin, but they could two-shot me and absolutely did that to me. My third attempt, I almost died the same way, but I had a fairy I got from floor 7 I missed on my second attempt, and then decided to be smarter and use the collection of arrows I've gathered from destroying all the boxes to knock them out. The 12th floor was a Hinox, and it was easy to knock down with the combination of the lightning rod and arrows. This was actually the last floor, as I was then transported to a beautiful room where I collected the Master Sword, and the reward was 10 more attack on it. There are 2 more trials, each one more difficult than the last. However, I'm probably not going to do them. I already feel very overpowered with my weapons and armor, and I don't believe I need this. Besides, I already have boomerangs. If there's enough interest in me doing this, I could potentially do this on a live stream, but I don't think I'm going to do this for a video. Now, if you thought this episode was ending now that the DLC part is done, I'm sorry to disappoint, but in between working on the video and school, I did random quests because I wanted to pass the time doing something. And I'm putting them here now because the next episode is solely going to focus on Hyrule Castle in the end. But I still want to mention these side quests as I still really enjoy this aspect of the game. I went to beat up a Guardian to show Neb to give him the Ancient Battle Axe Plus. The next item was a Frost Spear, which I got at the Colosseum. And the last item to complete the quest is an Ancient Short Sword, which I already have from Robbie's lab. I then took a bunch of photos of Guardians, planning to give them to the girl on the beach, but then got sidetracked in Hibra. In my 1-hour shrine quest video, I found a shrine in this river, and I couldn't find the entrance to it. Looking around, I noticed some breakable rocks, which created wind tunnels that you could travel down this river. I followed the rocks until I noticed an entrance inside the mountain with torches, which led me to the shrine, which wasn't memorable, but I'm glad I finally found it. Next one was a bird in the mountain side quest, where a Rito pointed towards a tree, and I had no idea what to do. Upon rereading the quest, I tried to look around for a giant bird from the distance, and I noticed the mountain that was shaped like one. Flying over to it, I found the shrine and fought another Guardian. I then went back to the Zoro domain to show a picture of a Lionel and got the Zora legs. I ran around some more in this part of the map I haven't seen, avoided a Lionel, and found Cass. His quest was very straightforward. Break rocks around this big rock to create wind tunnels that allow you to land on a platform, which unlocks a blessing shrine. My next stop was Gerudo. This young Vi said someone was polluting her garden. I followed the trial back to an older Vi who didn't realize where her trash was going. I gave her a wild berry, she left, letting the Vi restore her garden. Driving around the bike, I came across a massive horse. I tamed it, but given the track record of the coolest horses being untamable, I was pessimistic that it wouldn't work. I was able to tame it, but couldn't put any saddles on it due to its size. So, medium win in my opinion. I couldn't give it the ancient horse armor, but hey. Then, with the shrine sensor on, I went to the Hibra Mountains and kept running around this mountain looking for the shrine. But my luck was running dry. I then stumbled upon a door, and with my expert bowling skills, opened it. Turns out this is where the Great Skeleton is. At least all my efforts looking for this thing weren't for nothing. This lets me complete the Leviathan Bone quest, and talking to their crew, each one has a theory for the extinction of this creature based on the location where they asked for the photo. This is a cool detail I feel like I want to mention. In Eldon, I was looking for the little Goron stick and thought it was near the bridge. I snuck underneath it and couldn't find it for the life of me. I then took a different approach, where instead of looking at the bridge, I would look at between the hot springs and the bridge. Climbing around the mountain, I found a breakable rock with a stick, showed it to him, and then completed this side quest. I then used that stick to beat up a Talus and complete the Road to Respect side quest. Back in Gerudo, I found Barta and saved her from completing another side quest. This was the last side quest I needed to complete in this area to unlock the Thunder Helm. The next step is the series finale, Hyrule Castle and Calamity Ganon. Now that I'm done with my undergrad, I can't think of a better way to celebrate. You might think, don't I have other plans? But I started this game at the start of my 4th year, and it's crazy it's taken me this long to not even finish it. I know people said to take my time, but I'm really taking my time. If you've made it this far, consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. If you're able to and want to support me even more, consider becoming a member. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.